Human migration into the Indian subcontinent is a fascinating tapestry woven over millennia. It began with early Homo sapiens around 70,000 years ago, who ventured out of Africa, adapting to diverse climates and cultures. The arrival of the Indo-Aryans around 1500 BCE brought new languages and social structures, shaping the region's identity. Then came the waves of traders and conquerors, Greeks, Persians, and later, the Mughals, each leaving indelible marks on the culture, cuisine, and architecture. The spice trade attracted countless explorers, leading to European colonization, which further transformed the subcontinent's demographics. The earliest migrations into the subcontinent occurred as early humans moved from Africa around 70,000 years ago. Evidence of human habitation has been found in sites like Bhimbetka rock shelters in Madhya Pradesh and the Indus Valley. The Indus Valley civilization existed around 3300 to 1300 BCE in the northwestern region of the Indian subcontinent. Some researchers suggest that the migration of people from regions like Mesopotamia, Iran, and Central Asia contributed to the development of the IVC. Archaeological finds at sites like Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, and Lothal show advanced urban planning, trade, and technological sophistication, which might have been influenced by migration. The cause of the decline of the IVC is still debated, whether it was due to environmental factors, internal collapse, or external invasion or migration. This theory posits that the Indo-Aryan people migrated into the Indian subcontinent around 1500 BCE, bringing with them the Vedic culture and language, which is the precursor to Sanskrit. Linguistic, archaeological, and genetic evidence suggests that the Indo-Aryans, who spoke Indo-European languages, came from the steppes of Central Asia or Eastern Europe. The theory has been debated for years, with proponents arguing for a migration, while opponents claim the Aryans were indigenous to India, and their culture evolved over time. Some theories suggest that migration to the Indian subcontinent also occurred through maritime routes, particularly from Southeast Asia, the Arabian Peninsula, and even Africa. Archaeological evidence of ancient ports, like those in the Tamil region and the ancient port of Lothal, points to active trade and migration by sea. The ancient maritime routes could have facilitated the movement of people, culture, and trade goods. Today, the legacy of migration is evident in the rich mosaic of languages, religions, and traditions that define India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. Each migration story contributes to a vibrant narrative of resilience and adaptation, reminding us that the subcontinent is a living testament to the journey of humanity itself. This theory posits that significant migrations from Southeast Asia, Tibet, and Central Asia also entered the northeastern parts of the Indian subcontinent, including Nepal, Bhutan, and the seven sister states of Arunachal, Mizoram, Meghalaya, Sikkim, Tripura, Manipur, and Nagaland. These populations brought Tibeto-Burman languages and cultural influences into the region. The northeastern regions of India, Nepal, and Bhutan show significant linguistic and cultural influences from Tibeto-Burman speaking populations. This migration likely occurred in waves over several millennia, with some estimates suggesting these migrations started as early as 3000 BCE. Genetic and anthropological evidence supports the idea that populations in northeast India, Nepal, and Bhutan have distinct genetic markers due to migration from East Asia and Southeast Asia. Several migrations took place into the northwestern parts of the Indian subcontinent from Persia and Central Asia over the centuries. Notable examples include the Achaemenid Persian Empire and the Kushan Empire. The Achaemenid Persian Empire extended into the northwestern parts of India, influencing the culture, religion, and trade in the region. The Kushans, who were Central Asian nomads, migrated into the Indian subcontinent during the 1st century CE, establishing the Kushan Empire and contributing to the spread of Buddhism. These migrations brought with them new cultural and religious influences, including Zoroastrianism, Greco-Buddhist art, and new trade networks. Beginning around the 7th century CE, the Indian subcontinent saw significant Arab and later Turkic migrations, which had profound effects on the region's culture, religion, and history. The Arab invasions brought Islam to the Indian subcontinent, especially in regions such as Kashmir, Sindh, and along the western coast. Later, Turkic invasions, including those of the Ghaznavids and the Delhi Sultanate, further consolidated Islamic rule in northern India and in the evolution of Urdu and Hindi languages. These migrations had a long-lasting impact on Indian art, architecture, and society, contributing to the Indo-Islamic cultural synthesis. Then, the Mongol invasions in the 13th century brought a dramatic shift, leading to the establishment of the Delhi Sultanate. Each migration left its mark, blending customs and beliefs, from the spread of Buddhism to the influence of Persian art and architecture. The subcontinent became a melting pot, where the fusion of cultures created a unique identity. European colonial powers, particularly the British, Portuguese, and French, also contributed to migration patterns in the Indian subcontinent. The British colonization of India from the 18th century onwards led to the movement of British settlers and the forced migration of labor from other parts of the British Empire. This period also saw the migration of people from India to other parts of the world, such as the Caribbean, Southeast Asia, and Africa, creating significant diasporas. Even today, migration continues to shape the demographics and cultural landscape, reminding us that the story of the Indian subcontinent is one of constant evolution and resilience. Migrations in and out of the Indian subcontinent have shaped its rich tapestry of cultures and histories. The British colonial period saw millions move for labor, while the partition of 1947 forced millions to cross borders, creating new identities and communities. European colonization during the 18th and 19th centuries initiated new patterns of migration. The British brought in labor from regions like Tamil Nadu and Bihar for indentured servitude in colonies such as Mauritius, Fiji, and the Caribbean. The colonial period also saw the movement of merchants and traders, as well as communities like the Parsis from Persia, who settled in India. The partition of India in 1947 led to one of the largest mass migrations in history, with millions of people moving across borders based on religious identity, leading to significant demographic changes. Post-independence, there has been significant internal migration within India due to economic opportunities, development policies, and urbanization. People move from rural areas to cities in search of better livelihoods, significantly impacting urban demographics. Over millennia, various groups, including Munda-speaking people and Sino-Tibetan speakers, migrated into the subcontinent. These migrations led to extensive cultural and genetic mixing, creating the diverse population we see today. In recent decades, globalization has led to increased migration of skilled professionals, students, and laborers to and from the subcontinent, particularly in sectors like IT and engineering. Ongoing conflicts in neighboring regions, such as Pakistan and Bangladesh, have resulted in refugee movements into and out of the Indian subcontinent. Middle Eastern countries have become major destinations for South Asian migrant labor, further shaping population dynamics in the subcontinent. Migration into the Indian subcontinent is marked by diverse groups and complex patterns that have significantly influenced its history, culture, demographics, and socio-economic landscape. Understanding these migrations provides a clearer picture of the subcontinent's rich and multifaceted identity. Migration has enriched the subcontinent's traditions, languages, and religions, while also introducing new technologies and governance systems. Today, the Indian diaspora thrives globally, contributing to economies and cultures worldwide. Each migration tells a story of resilience, adaptation, and the quest for a better life, weaving together the diverse fabric of the subcontinent. The story of human migration into the Indian subcontinent is a testament to the interconnectedness of human history.